Hi, I'm Kirsty from Naio Nails, and in this video I'm going to show you all about wraps. And when I mean wraps, I don't mean like I can't rap.
I said a hip.
Hop and you don't stop, and rock it to the bang bang.
So you just totally ruined my rap there. You just have to take all of the...
Come on, do it.
No.
Oh, you're not playing now?
I've lost the moment.
So yeah, all about wraps. These wraps, nail wraps. So what I'm going to do first of all is create a nail, and then I'll put the wraps on. So we're going to put a tip on. And I'm using the lovely almond overlap natural tips. So I'm checking it fits from side to side. So I've already prepped this nail just by removing the surface shine. It's clean and ready to go. I'm going to pop the brush on nail glue into that well. These tips are super easy to fit. You literally take it up to that nail and then rock it back, which squeezes any air bubbles out. Hold it for a few seconds and ta-da! You can take off any excess glue that might come out just with a lint-free pad like that. And you might know that this is what I like to do with my tips. I like to give them a squeeze and create more of a C curve, just like that. Then I'm going to cut down the length of this nail using tip cutters. The blade will be facing me, so I can only cut me. No, I won't cut myself, I promise. So I'm just going to bring this down, take off the excess length. And then because we're doing an almond nail, I'm just going to take off those corners. Then I'm going to do the shape. I'm going to file in this shape. I'm not going to blend this in just yet. We need some support on this nail. So I'm making sure this is all nice and straight. The side walls nice and straight. If you don't know what a side wall is, check this video here. Yeah. Nice almond shape, straight side walls. And then I'm just going to gently go over that contact area here just to abrase it. Then we're going to get a lint-free pad and we're going to put some pure acetone on it. We're going to place it on the nail and rub that contact area. Just give it a bit of a rub and it'll start to blend that contact area in. So you don't have to do as much filing. All you're going to do now, you can either whip over with a white block or you can use a file. It's pretty easy to just do that with a white block though, and you can see how that's blended in to the natural nail perfectly. So now what we're going to do is dehydrate and prime just the natural nail. You're not putting it onto the tip. Don't forget the tip's still attached here, isn't it? And I'm doing 2 coats of that, nice and thin, to give it max adhesion. So I've got natural beige powder. I have some max adhesion liquid, because we want max adhesion to the nail. So I'm going to try and do this in 1 bead. Might have to do it in 2, but we'll see. Dragging off a little bit of liquid, going quite low in the powder. So I'm loading my brush, going quite low. So look at the angle that I'm going into the powder. It's quite low, which allows me to pick up a larger bead. Pop it exactly where we want it. Tipping the finger down. Tapping the back so it's nice and flush, no ridges at the back. We don't want to step at the back. And then we can use the belly of the brush, which is the middle, and we can start to bring this down to the tip, making sure we're covering all of the tip that we've put on. Then you want to use your brush just to make sure all your curves are in the right place. So you have your apex, look down the barrel of the nail, look above the nail, side views. All I'm going to do now is wait for that to set up a little bit, and then we can do the normal filing routine. So I'm just going to pop a pinching tool on now. That's starting to set up. And that's just going to change the curve of the nail and just bring that in. Make it look a little bit slimmer and give it more of a solid structure. So it's going to make it curve like that. So it's not so flat. Because if it's more curved like this, it'll be super strong. I've got a video all about that. Have a look.
You'll get it right one day.
I will get the right side one day. One day they might start putting them on this side. I'm just going to pinch the tip a little bit with my fingers. Just going to do the normal filing routine as I always do. Side walls, then we go into the cuticle area. You should make a song about that. Side walls, cuticle area. Side walls, and we do the cuticle area. And then we do the free edge shape. We get it nice and nice and nice. And then we go over the top, over the top, over the top. Yeah, we go over the top, over the top, over the top, over the top. Yeah, we go over the top, over the top, over the top. Yeah.
I think you are going a bit over the top, like.
Right, we're gonna smooth this over now with the white block. Smoothie, 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 smoothie. I could do the smoothie right now. Ice cold. Yeah. So just gonna clean over with some acetone. I'm gonna do that on all of the nails so they are ready for the wrap attack to go on. I'm going to do a full wrap first, so we're going to cover the entire nail. So let's take the nail wraps out of the packet. All these products that we're using today are available on our website. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, in the description box below. A little packet like that, you're going to take them out. Then what we're going to do is roughly size this up the best you can. So because this is quite transparent, you can see that you can go from edge to edge. That looks too small. Don't forget it will stretch a little bit, but I don't think it'll stretch that much because we're going to use this. So the pattern is on this side, the adhesive is on the underside. You're going to take that off. Make sure your hands are clean, everything needs to be clean. Do that now forward a little bit. And what you're going to do is line up the cuticle area. So you want to get it as close to the cuticle as you can. Like that, you see? And then hold the finger, grab the end of this wrap and stretch through the middle down. You're going to do the same on the sides. Use your thumb to create a bit of heat. Same on this side. Give it a good rub. Make sure it's all nice and attached to the cuticle. If you get wrinkles, you're going to start to stretch this out. If only you could do that on your face. So you're stretching it out like that so it's all nice and smooth. The excess, you're going to take your file. File downwards, in a downward motion. And you'll see the excess start to come away. Make sure you go in a downward motion. If you go up, you're going to start to lift the wrap off. So just make sure you've got rid of anything that's hanging off. Now you can leave it like that, or to keep this on for longer, because this is going to last you about a week. So what you're going to do if you want to keep it on longer is make sure that when you start to file down, you create a little bit of a border. So you see this border? You do that. Round the edge. Then you're going to take top and base from the Urban Graffiti Gel Polish range. And you can go over the top and round the edge of that border you've created and cure that and take off the sticky layer, and then that one will last you a little bit longer because it's got a seal. So using the zebra one, that is definitely not a zebra. That's definitely a, it's not a
Giraffe.
Cheetah.
Giraffe.
Giraffe's
It's leopard or cheetah.
It is leopard spot, but
It's leopard or cheetah, I don't know which one it is.
I'd say leopard.
So as you can see, we've popped on a few different designs onto those nails, but on this nail here, I've applied Bad Attitude, which is a really, really dark, rich purple colour. Right, I'm going to cut out this triangle here. And with some tweezers, pick that up, place that on at the cuticle, and we're going to cut out a diamond. I'm going to peel this section back. Make sure you bend that plastic back in, else it'll just want to keep reattaching. I'm going to cut off the bit that we don't want. And with the tweezers again, and peel that off, line it up, pull that over, and we can then file off that excess. Don't forget we're going in a downward motion. And with a dry lint-free pad, you can add extra pressure onto those little decals that you've just made, basically, with your cutouts. Because when you're doing straight lines with nail art, freehand, it's quite difficult. Some people find that quite difficult, so this is a bit of a cheat that you can cut out your wraps and use them like a decal. And I'm going to seal that now with top and base from the Urban Graffiti Gel Polish range. Once that's cured in the lamp, I'll take off the sticky layer. So using the gel residue wipe off solution, I'm going to take off that sticky layer. Ta-da! You have some easy peasy nail art using the wraps. So there are your gorgeous wraps. A little bit different, something easy peasy as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, check out our Instagram, and check out my Snapchat, Kirsty Nails. All the products that we've used today are in the description box below, and we will see you next time. Bye bye! Can you do that?
Are you just clapping?
She learned
Can you clap like that?
Special skill.
Right, okay. I've never known anybody else who can do it.
Really?
We should be together. Right, wraps. Because when they all
I
meet
get
like
for doing that all the time now.
this is a normal clap. It's good, isn't it, that? Oh, I feel
Are
it.
you not going to try it?
I'm not going
What?
to try it, no. Because I just think you're weird.
Why are you not going to try? He's not. You're not in our crew then. You're not going to try?
Yeah.
Come on. Give us a go. Come on.
Come on.
What is that?
My hand's bigger than yours.
No, you have to
You
get
have to
some
make
air.
sure all the fingers
Like a barrel.
touch like it.
Barrel your
That's what yours
fingers.
is.
No, open them wide
Mm-hmm.
and make it.
So
You
you're
need
cupping
some
your
air
hand, you're like,
there. Yeah.
right, okay, let's make the nails. Okay. Let's make the nails.
Okay.
Let's make the nails. Just her, actually.
Yes. Have you tried clapping your elbows together?
You just made me do that. I mean, he just made